Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for today's steady Vinyasa flow practice. As always, please remember to modify, adjust, add what you want to add in, take what you want to take away, and just really listen to your body make the practice work for you. We're going to go ahead and get started today in just a kneeling position at the back of the mat. So of course, if kneeling doesn't work for you, just come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Just let your hands rest onto your knees or your lap, grow nice and tall, and just for a moment, let your eyes close. Just taking a moment before we do anything, just to simply arrive into this space. Just stepping away from the outside world and just letting yourself know that the hardest part is done. You've made the journey here, you've rolled out your mat and you've arrived. So today I really invite you to show up to the practice with no expectations, but just the idea of moving and being here with acceptance for the journey, for the process, for the moment. So let's together just take a deep breath in and a gentle sigh to release. Again, just like that, deep breath in and a gentle sigh, let it go. And then closing the mouth, just starting to breathe in and out of the nose. And just start to create a steady, calming breath that's going to guide you through the movements, through the practice, grounding not only the physical body, but the mind. So carrying this breath with you, let's allow the eyes to gently flicker open. And just come straight forwards onto hands and knees today. So tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then nice and simple, just start to make some circles around the wrists. So just drawing the shoulders all the way around, finding a little bit of a stretch through the backs of the wrists, through the hands. Beautiful, and then eventually come back to center. Start to take your fingertips to face the long edges of the mat, heels of the hands turn inwards, and then just start to rock from side to side. Again, just finding a stretch through the wrists. Lovely, and then find center again, turn your fingers to face forwards. Go ahead and tuck your toes under and just start to walk your hands towards your knees, coming into a little bit of a toe stretch at the back of the mat. Grow nice and tall through the spine, let your arms release next to your hips. And then take your left fingertips out to the left onto the floor or a block and just start to reach your right arm all the way up and over, just really finding a nice opening across that right side body. Okay, take a deep breath in here. Now as you exhale, start to sweep that right arm forwards, down, and then all the way to the right. And then sweep the left arm forwards and up, coming into that side bend. Again, maybe the right hand's on a block, but reach through the left fingertips, taking a breath in. And then same, exhale, left arm sweeps forwards and down, right arm sweeps up. And then just start to move in your own rhythm from side to side, making this as big and as bold or as small and as subtle as feels good for you. Just working into the lower back, the side body, finding some fluidity, some playfulness. Lovely, and then let's meet over to the right hand down, left arm up. From there, start to lift your hips and then send your left leg out to the left, coming into a supported side plank. Hopefully you have a little bit more space than me, but start to draw your hips forwards and just reach up and away with that left arm. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Now strong core as you inhale. Let's rise to gate pose. Left hand to the shin, right arm reaches up and over. Again, side bend. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. As you inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, fingertips are lightly coming to the floor in front of you. Now start to draw your right foot forward so that you can lower your bum just behind the right ankle, coming into a seated stretch. From here, start to turn to frame your left leg, flex the left foot, take a breath in, and then breathe out, just start to fold over that left leg. And then once you're there, just feel free to move around, make your little adjustments, find those sweet spots. Just breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. On your inhale, gaze forwards. Release the fold. Start to take your left foot flat to the floor in front of your right ankle. Interlace your hands behind the left hamstring. Draw your chest to your thighs to your chest. Flex the left foot and then inhale, start to straighten the left leg. Point the toe, exhale, tap the toes to the floor. 2 like that. Flex the foot, inhale, straighten. Point the toe, exhale, bend. 1 more time, flex the foot, inhale, straighten. Point the toe, exhale, bend. Beautiful. Now this time, flex the foot, inhale, straighten. See if you can pause. Option 1, stay. Otherwise, extend your arms forwards, firing up through the hip flexors, through the thighs. For 4. Feel the shakes, embrace them. For 3. For 2. On 1, left ankle in front of the right ankle. Fingers forwards and just start to fold over your legs. Some of us palms down, some of us elbows down. Let the head be heavy and then maybe sway a little bit here side to side. Just working into the left outer hip. Beautiful. And then if you found movement, find stillness. Inhale to look forward, to lift the elbows if they're down. And then see if you can pull yourself forwards, releasing into tabletop. Otherwise, just making your way there. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. This time, let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, find cow pose. Exhale to round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale to round, chin to chest. 1 more time, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale to round, chin to chest. Lovely. Bring your spine back to neutral. Tuck your toes under, start to walk your hands towards the knees. Sit up nice and tall. This time, take your left fingertips out to the left. Reach your right arm up and over into that side bend. Pressing into the left hands, lift your hips and then send your right leg out to the right. Draw your hips forwards and then as much as you can, stretch from fingers to toes. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lovely. And then using your core, inhale, rise up, arms to a T. And then exhale, right hands to shin, left arm extends. Again, enjoying that left side body starting to open up. Breathe in. Breathe out. On an inhale, both arms up to the sky, reach tall. Exhale, fingers lightly to the floor in front of you. Draw your left foot forwards. And then again, sit your bum just behind your left ankle, keeping your right leg extended and flexed. Turn to frame your right thigh. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, start to fold over your right leg. Holding wherever you hold, moving, adjusting, wiggling around, finding those sweet spots in the lower back. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. Let's inhale, gaze forwards. Release the fold. Take your right foot flat in front of your left ankle with the knee bent. Interlace the hands behind the thigh, chest to thigh, lift up through the spine. And then flex your right foot. Inhale, straighten the leg, lift it tall. And then point the toe, exhale, tap the toes. 2 like that, flex the foot, little bit of mobility, lift, point and tap. 1 more time, flex and lift, point and tap. Beautiful, this time flex, lift, let's pause, stay there, reach your arms forwards, keep lifting the chest forwards, feeling the shakes, feeling the heat, the fire for a few moments, for 3. Can you lift it higher for 2? And on 1, right ankle in front of the left ankle, fingers down, maybe elbows down, and let the head be heavy. Again, maybe find that sway as you just work into the right outer hip. Slow breath in. And slow breath out. Lovely. And then finding stillness. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the elbows. And then same. See if you can pull yourself forwards, release the feet, coming into tabletop, however you need to get there. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Let's tuck the toes, taking an inhale. And then exhale, lift your knees, lift your hips, coming into downward dog. Pedal out the legs for a few breaths, just working into the calf muscles, feeling into the body. Lovely, and then eventually just gaze forwards and just continue to walk, but this time all the way to the thumbs. Finding a soft ragdoll at the top, knees bent, head heavy. Maybe hold opposite elbows, maybe sway side to side. And eventually finding stillness, release the arms if you're holding the elbows. Chin to chest, start to roll, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up the spine, letting the head and the neck be the last thing to come up. Finding your Tadasana mountain pose. Nice tall spine, extending the arms next to your hips. Let's together here, just take a deep breath in. And a sigh to release. Lovely. As you inhale, circle your arms to the sky, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, nice and simple to start, just finding some rhythm. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Refold, exhale, nose to knee. Inhale to standing, circle your arms up, tailbone long. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Just like that, inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale, release. To standing, inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring it into your heart center. Building on from here, inhale, circle your arms, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, fingers down, step your right foot to the back of the mat into a simple straight-legged lunge. Inhale, draw your chest forwards, your hips forwards, your shoulders back. And then exhale, downward facing dog, hands down, left foot meets the right foot. Once you're there, breathing in, roll forwards into your first high plank. And then exhale, drop your knees, slow lower all the way to the tummy. Point your toes, inhale, cobra number 1, lifting up across the chest. And then exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in as you gaze forwards. Exhale, right foot steps forwards, however you need to get it there, straight legged lunge. Inhale, draw your hips forwards, your chest forwards, lift the gaze. Exhale, left foot meets the right foot, forward fold, let your head release. Inhale to standing, arms extend, tall mountain. Exhale, bring it into your heart space. Inhale, tall mountain, arms extend. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fingers down, left foot back, straight legs lunge. Inhale, chest forwards, hips forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog, step the right foot back. Inhale, roll forwards into your high plank. Knees up or down, exhale all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra number 2, lifting your chest. Exhaling, downward facing dog, lifting your hips. Strong press into the hands, inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, left foot steps forward, straight legs lunge. Inhale, hips forward, shoulders back. Exhale, right foot forwards, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms extend, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Building on again, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, this time right knee drops down to the mat. Inhale, low lunge, press through the left foot, reach your arms all the way up, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog, hands down, left foot steps back, lifting the hips. Inhale, roll forwards into your plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga or to the belly, same as before. Inhaling cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, pressing into the hands, gaze forwards. Exhale, right foot forwards, left knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge, press down through that right foot as you extend the arms. Exhale, hands down, left foot forwards, forward fold. Inhale to standing, extending arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last like this, inhale, tall mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down to the mat. Inhale, low lunge, reach and open up through your front body. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, roll forwards. Exhale, halfway or all the way, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, pressing into the hands, gaze forwards. Exhale, left foot forwards, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, fingers down, step forwards, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to stand up, reaching to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a steady breath in. And a slow breath out. Beautiful. On your inhale, arms to the sky, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, hands down. This time, step or hop back to high plank. Lower or lands, chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Now you can do this from the knees or you can do this from downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, send the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip, try to squeeze heel to bum and think about turning that right hip open to the right. Hold it wherever you are, pressing the floor away, inhale. And then exhale, step your right foot forwards, turn your back heel flat, preparing for warrior one. Inhale, warrior one, rise all the way up. Bending into that right knee, maybe gazing up or forwards. Inhaling. Exhaling, can you press through the little toe edge of the back foot as much as the front foot? Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. One more reach of the arms. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten the right leg. Pyramid pose as you fold. Fingers to shins, blocks or floor, head towards the knee. Once you get there, draw the right hip back. Breathe in. Fold, release as you breathe out. Perfect. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, start to bend your right knee, pressing into the right foot. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your left heel and then slowly let's launch warrior three. See if you can square the hips, turning the little toe edge of the left foot down. Feeling the wobbles, feeling the heat, holding for your breath in. Holding for a breath out. Nice. Now start to draw that left knee into your chest. One-legged mountain pose. Left knee draws right up. Interlace your hands behind the left hamstring. Draw the thigh towards you. Lift the chest. And then flexing the left foot. Inhale, straighten the leg. Point the toe. Exhale, bend the knee. Again, flex the foot. Inhale, straighten. Point the toe. Exhale, bend. This time, flex the foot. Inhale, straighten, hold. Or again, let's extend the arms. Feel the shakes, bend the knee if you need to for 5. Lift it high, keep smiling for 3, 2. On 1, bend the left knee, hands to the heart. Slowly step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Once it lands, high lunges your breath in. And then warrior 2 as you breathe out. Adjust your feet, nice bend into that right knee, taking a breath in and a breath out. Lovely. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, extended side angle, right hands to block or floor, left arm reaches up or over the ear. See if you can gently guide the right knee away with the right elbow. Breathing in. Breathing out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reverse your triangle. So straightening the right leg as you reach up and away with that right arm. And then exhale, triangle pose, back of the right hand to the inner shin. Left arm reaches up and open. Find your gaze. Find your breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, rise up, arms to a T. Turn your right toes in, send your hips back and start to fold, bringing your fingertips underneath the shoulders in front of you. So you've got a really long, tall spine here. Let's take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, little bends into the knees, either walk, step, or see if you can hop the feet together into the center of the mat. Once you're there, start to shift your weight into your left foot. See if you can lift your right heel. See if you can lift your right foot. Really squeeze your bum and then see if you can send that right leg all the way out to the right. Holding it there, lifting the little toe high. It should feel super strong, super hard. Work with it for 4, for 3, for 2. Now on 1, we're going to take that right leg all the way behind the left ankle. All the way towards the back of the mat, so the little toe edge of the foot's coming as far back as we can. Once you're there, bring the right palm flat and then lift that left arm to the sky as you twist towards that thigh. Feel the stretch in the glutes, in the hips. Breathing in. Turning as you breathe out. Good. Press into that left foot, one more breath in. And then exhale, gaze down. Left fingertips come down to the floor, pressing into the left leg. Standing split, send that right leg up to the sky. Think of this as a fold, so start to fold over the standing leg. Maybe walk the hands closer towards it. Some of you will wrap left hand around the ankle. Pausing as you breathe in. Pausing as you breathe out. Good, lift that right leg a little bit higher, one more breath in. And then exhale, feet together, forward fold, nose to knee. Halfway lift, inhale. Bring your fingertips underneath the shoulders, little bend in the knees, and then see if you can step or hop the feet wide. Once you get there, gaze over your right shoulder, start to walk your hands around, framing your right foot. Inhale, plank pose, step back. Exhale, chaturanga, your variation. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Just take a deep breath in and a sigh to release. Lovely. On your next inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Bends the left knee, open the hip. Again, you can always do this with the right knee down for more support. Really press the floor away and then lift that left thigh open. Hold as you inhale. And as you exhale. Good. One more inhale, lift. And then exhale, left foot steps forwards, back heel flat. Inhale, warrior one, rise all the way up. Think of pressing through that little toe of the right foot, pressing through the front foot, lifting through the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. One more inhale to extend the arms. And then exhale, pyramid pose, straighten the left leg. Start to fold forwards and down. Draw that left hip back, inhale. And then fold as you exhale. Lovely. On your next inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring your hands to your heart. So really strong press through that left foot. Lift your right heel and then slowly warrior three. Launch into it, lift that right leg. Square the right hip, pausing there, inhale. Pausing there, exhale. Nice. Now start to draw that right knee into your chest. We're standing all the way up. Draw the thigh to the chest, chest to the thigh, and then interlace the hands behind the right hamstring. Draw it closer towards you, flex the foot, inhale, straighten the leg. Point the toe, exhale, bend the knee. Flex the foot, inhale. Point the toe, exhale. Good, now inhale, straighten and lift, stay, maybe hold it, maybe extend the arms for a bit more challenge. Really try to lift up through the crown of the head. Feel the wobbles, feel the heat, just for 3. Can you lift that right foot higher for 2? And on 1, bend the right knee, hands to the heart. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. High lunge as you inhale, gather your balance, reach your arms. And then warrior 2, exhale. Bending into that left knee, full inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, left forearm to thigh, hands to block or floor. Right arm reaches up or over the ear. Keep bending that left knee. Beautiful. On your next inhale, straighten the left leg, reverse your triangle, reach the left arm up and open. And then triangle pose, a couple of breaths. Left hand down, right arm open. Think of this as a heart opener, you're opening across the heart. Breathing slowly. Beautiful. On your next inhale, rise up, arms to a T. Turn your left toes in, start to send your hips back and then fold, bringing your fingertips again underneath the shoulders. Little bend into the knees, see if you can step or hop your feet together. Strong press, so bend your knees as much as you need to, try to lift your tailbone. Start to shift the weight into the right foot now. Flexing the left foot, maybe lifting the left heel, maybe lifting the left foot, and then starting to send the left foot all the way out to the left, really working the glutes, the hips. See if you can press into the right hand, holding for 3. Can you lift it even higher for 2? Good. Now on 1, take that left foot behind your right ankle. You're going to bend the right knee, step the left little toe to the back of the mat. Once you're there, left hand down, right arm to the sky, open the chest. Try to peel that right hip back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Can you press into that right foot? 1 more inhale. And then exhale, look down to the left hand. Right fingers meet the left hand. And then press into the right foot, standing split, left leg lifts. Start to walk your hands closer towards that right foot. Let the head drop towards the shin. And just split the legs, doesn't matter how split that is. Holding, breathe in. Holding, breathe out. Good, lift that left leg even higher, 1 more breath in. And then feet together, exhale as you forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders, little bend into the knees. Step or hop the feet wide. Good, and then gaze over your left shoulder, walking your hands around, finding your lunge. Plank pose, inhale, step back. And then either down dog or chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a sigh. Again, just like that, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. As you breathe in, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet to your thumbs. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to standing, reaching your arms. Exhale, hands to your heart and just close the eyes for a moment. Just taking a deep breath in. And a sigh to release. Just slow the breath. And when the breath feels slow, let's just heel toe the feet about mat distance apart, heels on, toes out. Inhale, reach your arms tall. And then exhale, we're coming down into our malasana, our little yogi squat. Press the elbows against the inner knees, try to lift up through the chest. Taking just 1 breath in here. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor and just step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lower your left knee down into lizard lunge. And then reach your right arm forwards, up and back behind you, opening across the chest. Option stay there, option to bend the left knee, grab the foot. Just working into that left thigh, taking a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Start to release the left foot, right hand under the shoulder. Lift the left knee, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, malasana, left foot meets the little toe edge of the hand and sit the hips low. Bring your hands to your heart center. Press elbows against the knees. And then this time take your left fingertips out to the left and start to reach your right arm open to the sky. Make sure this left elbow is inside of the left knee. Open up across the right shoulder, 1 breath in. And then exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Lovely, release the fingertips to the floor. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee down, lizard lunge, you can stay. Otherwise, left arm reaches forwards, up and back, finding a twist. You can stay, otherwise bend the back leg. Grab the foot if it's available and just gently draw the heel in towards you. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Releasing that right foot, left hand under the shoulder. Last time here, inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, yogi squat, right foot steps wide. Sit down nice and low, bring your hands to your heart. Elbows inside of the knee. This time take your right hand out to the right, and then left arm opens up into a bit of a twist. Just trying to open that left shoulder a little bit. Take one breath in. And then exhale, release your hands to your heart. Good. From here, take your fingertips behind you and just gently lower your bum down to the mat. Bring your feet in, so they're about hip distance apart, and then extend your left leg to the bottom of the mat. Bring this right heel close towards your glutes, reach your arms forwards, and then start to gently roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way onto your back. Once you get there, bring your palms next to your hips. Pressing into the right foot, keep your left leg strong and straight, and just lift your left leg straight to the sky. And then from there, pressing into the right foot, inhale, lift your hips, coming into a one-legged glute bridge. Just working a little bit of glute strength, of hamstring strength. See if you can lift the hips a little bit higher. Okay, just one breath in. And then exhale, bend the left knee, take the left ankle on top of the right knee and gently lower the hips to the floor. Drawing the left knee away from you, you can stay. Otherwise, interlace the hands behind the right hamstring, lifting the right foot and gently guiding the thigh towards the body. Pressing left elbow against the left inner knee. Holding here, breathe in. And slow breathe out. Beautiful. Then slowly release the right foot down to the floor if it's not. Release your arms next to your hips. Straighten the left leg right up to the sky. And then keeping it straight, gently lower it all the way long out towards the bottom of the mat. Extend your right leg to meet it. Strong legs, and then bend the left knee. Bring the left foot close towards your sit bones. Keep the right leg straight as you lift it straight up to the sky. As you inhale, press into the left foot, finding that one-legged glute bridge, squeezing the bum, squeezing the hamstrings. See if you can press your right heel as if it's going to touch the sky. Okay, can you lift a little bit more? And then let's bend that right knee, right ankle, left knee. Lower the hips, figure four stretch. Stay there or lift the left foot, interlace your hands behind the left hamstring and gently use your right elbow to press into your right knee as you just find a nice stretch through the outer hips. Good, and just let things start to slow down now, so maybe close the eyes, let go of any breath control. Nice, guys, and then let's release the left foot to the floor. Straighten the right leg up to the sky, hands next to your hips. Keeping the right leg straight, gently lower it all the way to the bottom of the mat. Once it lands, extend the left leg to meet it. Once they're there, reach both arms up over the head, taking a full body stretch, maybe a yawn, whatever it is that you need. And then hugging both knees into your chest, wrapping yourself in a little hug, maybe a gentle rock here, side to side. Just massaging the lower back. Beautiful. And then from there, taking any final movements that you need. Pausing me if you need longer, but really try to invite yourself to stay for this final part of the practice. And then just release your body in any position that feels comfortable. Maybe that's traditional legs out long. Maybe you come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe there's somewhere completely unique to you that you would rather be. Just take your time to get there, finding stillness. And then once you've found stillness, just take a deep breath in through the nose. And a sigh to let everything go. Just a couple of moments to surrender, to release, and to soak everything in that we found from our practice. And just starting to bring some awareness back into the fingers, into the toes. If they're not already, maybe extending your legs out long to the bottom of the mat. Maybe reaching your arms up over the head, taking a full breath, a yawn. And then bending your knees, giving them a hug into the chest, a moment of gratitude for being here, for showing up, for moving your body. And then see if you can keep the eyes closed just to stay in this bubble for just a moment longer as you transition up to a comfortable seat. Just sitting wherever feels most natural for you. Tall spine, soft shoulders. And let's bring our hands into heart center. A moment of final peace before we leave and head into the everyday world. This is your moment of power, of strength, of openness, of peace that you can hold with you, you can take with you through the rest of your day, through the rest of your week, and into your everyday life. Let's together here take a final deep breath in and a sigh to release. Bowing the forehead. As always, thank you for showing up and sharing your time and energy with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, everyone.